I'm amazed that I was picked out among the whole gathering of people because the history department has so many good and talented people in it.
He's probably earned the reputation of one of the more entertaining lecturers in the department, and I dare say maybe the university.
The past is prologue, as they say, but the prologue's a pretty vital part of the story. Well, that's why I teach it.
He's got a lot of personality and a real love for his work.
History is made of so many errors and blunders, and there are so many we want to avoid. And it's made of so many people who triumph over tremendous odds. And in dark times like ours today, we need to know that.
As someone who wants to be a teacher myself, I'm going to try to keep some of those things in mind.
Teaching is important because most of the people we deal with are not going to be nuclear physicists, and they're not going to be history professors, but they all are going to be citizens. They all are going to be part of our world and part of our community, and they have to be prepared.
I never think about getting praise myself. I'm always excited when the students accomplish something that they've not been able to accomplish before. And so when I won an award, I was very surprised.
She definitely has made a difference in everybody's life and in our class. And we did, I spearheaded it, but we actually did this as a class because we all feel as strongly that she's a wonderful teacher.
I love teaching. I love the challenge of teaching. I love challenging the students.
We can touch the life of somebody because of the information we got from her.
There's this saying of research to practice, and that's so incredibly important in education, that we are not just researching and that information stays tucked inside a drawer or in one journal article, but that we share that information so that others can learn.
The most important lesson that I learned from Dr. Silvia is to look at all sides of an issue.
I want to try and develop a two-way street, and have interaction with the students, have them feel comfortable to ask questions.
He was a really great mentor for TAs, people who are planning on teaching later on. I learned a lot from him.
As a student myself, I've always learned best from a balance of lecture, reading, and hands-on laboratory experiences. And so I've really tried to integrate all of those things in the courses that I teach.
There's so much emphasis put on research and so much credit given for research. In my opinion, it's just as important that we give good teachers credit.
To be honored this way is a great thrill for me.
Professor Connelly has an uncommon ability to connect with students on a personal level.
Teaching is all about relationships.
She's just so involved.
Students give you something, and hopefully you give something back to them, and that's sharing the worldview, sharing knowledge.
She was and is a very gifted trial attorney, and we get to benefit from all those lessons that she's learned.
Certainly, I think teaching is the most important component of anything that a university does.
She goes out of her way and makes sure that you know that she is invested in you, not only as a student, but as a person.
I was really thrilled because it comes from the ground up. It's a student-nominated award, and to me that means more than anything. That there are connections that we're making in the classroom between student and teacher, and that it comes from the student means a lot.
He is very animated in class, which I think the students really like, and I know having him in class, that was really, he gets really excited about the areas of law that he teaches. And I think, first of all, when I think of a great teacher, that's what I think of, kind of a passion for the subject.
Every year there's a new set of students who have a new set of interest and enthusiasm.
Yeah, it takes, I think, a real interest in the students.
That sort of connection or two-way street part of it is something that I enjoy.
The deepest lesson I think that I'll take away is just that no matter what profession you're in, whether it's law or medicine or education, kind of the idea that you have to be a lifelong learner.
It's nice to have the students recognize you.
I've really enjoyed his classes, and he's been very helpful to me, I think, in beginning my legal career, and I think I'll always appreciate and value that.
I think it's a very nice thing that the university recognizes teachers, and I'm proud to have been selected.
She's done a really great job mentoring several students throughout the tenure of her career.
Challenging them to think differently, to explore the world, and explore themselves is just so unique.
She cares about every individual.
It's the best job in the world.
Without great teachers, we're not going to have great students, and if we're going to be the flagship university of the state, we need to have the best teachers, the best students, and the best college experience all around.
What people in the state know about us is not about research grants and research findings, but what they hear from their children and their neighbors' children and their families' children about the experience that they have here. That's what they know about UK, and what they understand in terms of our commitment to this state is how well we try to do our job helping their children become functioning and productive and satisfied, happy adults.